All right, sixth graders, this instructional video is going to take you through what you need to do for day number 3 and day number 4 of our TinkerCAD project. And so you're going to first log into TinkerCAD. If you don't remember how to do that, go back and watch the TinkerCAD day number 2 instructional video that will talk you through how to get logged into your class in TinkerCAD. And then once you are logged in, we are going to complete the TinkerCAD starters and lessons. And this is going to allow us the ability to just learn how to use the TinkerCAD program effectively to create some 3D designs. And when you create something or when you finish some of these starters and lessons, we're going to ask that you take a screenshot showing that you've completed it and put that into your design notebook. And so we're going to run through all of that here today. The essential question that we want to answer as we go through kind of the activities here today is, what's the purpose of tutorial lessons? Remember, tutorial is one of our vocabulary words, which was defined as a program that helps a user, helps you get used to something, and just helps teach you how to do something. And that's where the word tutor comes from as well. If you work with a tutor, the tutor is a person that's helping you figure out how to do something. So again, our essential question that after day 4, you should be able to answer, what's the purpose of the tutorial lessons? And so we're going to look at some of those lessons here in TinkerCAD today. So you want to open up your design notebook and you want to get logged into TinkerCAD. So take care of those things right now by pausing the video, and then we will continue here shortly. All right, let's start in our design notebook. This is day number 3 and day number 4. So if you are on day number 3, we're just going to begin the TinkerCAD starters and lessons, and we are going to then take screenshots of what we've completed and put that into the developing ideas portion of our design notebook. And the same thing goes for day number 4 as well. Day number 4, we're just continuing doing those starters and lessons. Okay, right here, and all of our work documentation is going to go into the developing ideas portion of our design notebook. So let's scroll down. Again, you see our essential question today. This is what we should be working on answering and learning the answer to this question. What is the purpose of tutorial lessons? Again, our definition, we said tutorial is a program to teach something by explaining each step of the process. So what is the purpose of a tutorial? You're going to fill in that answer as you go through the TinkerCAD lessons and starters today. All right, you should have a goal for day 3 and day 4. Make sure you get goals set, what you want to accomplish, what you would like to do. And let's go find the go button for days 3 and 4. So as we scroll down here, we are now on day 3 and 4. And so like we were doing last time, you can right-click on each box in kind of our checklist to show that you've completed it, and change those boxes to check marks to show your completion. All right, so you can see the check marks again here. If I right-click on this, I can choose a check mark, just showing that I've completed that once I'm done with it. And this is where you're going to start working here on day 3. And as we scroll down to find the stop sign, you can see that there is the red stop sign right here. All right, so let's go back up to the beginning of day number 3. All right, so once you get into your TinkerCAD class, you are going to click on Learn in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, that's this first box. The second one, we're going to start by using the starters in TinkerCAD, and I'll show you where those are in just a second. You're going to complete these different activities. So the first one is the Place It activity. And then here in your design notebook, you are going to include a screenshot that shows that you've completed it. All right, so pause this video now and open up TinkerCAD. Now we are ready to go in TinkerCAD. We should be logged into our class. Again, if you are having trouble with this, make sure that you are reaching out to your teacher. So we're going to start up here in these tabs up here at the top, and we're going to start with the Learn tab. When I click on the Learn tab, you see here in the middle of the screen, I have starters, lessons, and projects. We're going to start with these starters. Okay, right now there are 4 starters that show up. There are more lessons and tutorials that we want to do, so you're going to click on the blue button here that says See All Starters, And that will allow you to see all of the different, I believe looks like there are 7 different starters that you're going to work on. These are going to be different skills in TinkerCAD that are going to help you manipulate and move and create different objects. Okay, so we have place it, view it, move it, rotate it, size it up, group it, and align it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click on them. The order doesn't matter. I would suggest you just start with the first one and just kind of work through them, but I'm going to choose place it to start, so I'm just going to click on that starter. I actually did this already, and you can see that it says you did it, great work. All right, so as I complete this now, I can see that I have this done. So all you're going to do when you go through this is over here on the left-hand side, you see instructions. And so you're just going to follow those instructions and do what it says. Once you're ready, there's a blue next button down here at the bottom. You're going to click on that. And there, once I've got this completed, we got a party, confetti flying all over. It's exciting times that you finished it. So now what we want you to do is take a screenshot. So remember to take a screenshot on your Chromebook. You're going to hit Control-Shift, and then up in the middle, kind of the top buttons on your Chromebook, you have the little square that has a couple different lines next to it. So you're going to hit Control-Shift and that button, which will take a screenshot. Then I can go back to my design notebook, and this was the place it activity that I just finished, and so I'm going to insert a screenshot right here, so I can just do Control-V. There you see my screenshot that shows that I have now completed this activity. Then I'm going to go on to the next one, complete the view it activity. So if I go back to TinkerCAD now, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. Okay, a couple different ways that you can do this down here on the menus over here on the left. I can just click Done, the blue button that says Done. That tells me that the lesson was completed. I can continue because it says right here on the left, you can continue to take the next project. The View It one, I click Continue, and now I can work through this one. It will take a little bit of time to load here, but I can work on this. You can see that I did this one already as well. All right, when I'm done with this, I'm going to take a screenshot. Again, going back to my design notebook, I can then include the screenshot of the View It activity completion right here. So you're going to continue working through all of these different starters and lessons. Okay, view it, move it, rotate it, size it up, group it, and align it. Those are the starters. Once you are done with those, let me just go back to kind of my main TinkerCAD page. Once you're done with all those starters, I'm going to go back up here to the Learn tab. The next thing that we're going to do is lessons. So I can click on the lessons here in the middle. Right now, again, 4 show up, so I'm going to choose See All Lessons. And if I look in my design notebook, there are 2 lessons that we want you to complete. The first one is creating holes, and the second one is die on the work plane. And these are going to be valuable skills that you're going to need for creating things in TinkerCAD. So if I clicked on See All Lessons, I'm going to scroll down. These are actually towards the bottom. If I go all the way down to the bottom, you see the Creating Holes lesson, and over here on the right, the Die on the Work Plane lesson. Those 2 you're going to complete. When you have those completed, in your design notebook, include a screenshot showing that you have completed those 2. And then we want you to choose one more lesson of your choice. So there's a whole lot of things here. There's a key ring, there's scaling, copying and pasting, making some circuits, moving things around. You can just, you decide what one looks interesting to you. Making a Batman button, okay, a duffel button for like a duffel case, a diamond ring, okay, those are just different lessons that you could go through. Okay, when you do one, we would like everybody to do one lesson, other lesson of your choice. That's a must-do. We think you should be able to, in the days that we have here, you should be able to do a second lesson of your choice. And you can aspire to do a third lesson of your choice. And then you see the stop sign for days 3 and 4. That's what you need to complete. So you have 2 days to do this now. If you have questions, make sure that you ask your teacher and we will help guide you through this. but make sure you're reading when you go to each of the tutorials. Read the directions that show up on the left-hand side and just go through this step by step, because that's the point of the tutorial, just to make sure that you are learning how to use this particular program of TinkerCAD. All right? So if you have questions, reach out to your teachers. Otherwise, happy learning. Good luck.